Hi everybody. In today's video I want to talk about sentence length. So I'm going to explain a little of the thinking behind how long sentences should be, and then I want to give you a strategy so that you can check your sentence length really quickly. So let's take a closer look.
All right, so here's a National Geographic article about a bear. It's a Gobi bear. It's very rare and it lives in Mongolia. And it's a very interesting article, very long article about this endangered bear. And I want to look at the sentences. So what I did is I copied all the text and I moved it to this Word document, and I took out all the pictures and advertisements and videos. And so as you can see, it's actually 8 pages. So it's a good sample of writing. It's 8 pages long. So what I did is I counted every single word in every sentence. There's a sentence. I counted all those words, and then I went to the next sentence and I counted all the words in this sentence, and I made a little chart right down here at the bottom. So here we can see that some sentences had only 2 words in them, very short sentence, and that happened twice. Some sentences had 9 words in them, and that happened 4 times. And I counted every single sentence. The longest sentence was 40 words, and that happened only 1 time, and then 39 words and 1 time. Okay, it's not a very good lesson actually. I can't just tell you to write sentences and say, hey, keep it between 2 words and 40 words. That's not a really good lesson. So what I did is I actually turned this chart into a graph right here. So this is a little bit of a better picture. Let me zoom in just a bit. So yeah, these sentences down here that are 2 and 3 and 4 words long, they're pretty rare. And again, these sentences that are really long, 30 words, 32 words, they're rare. So here we can see our average, or most sentences are in the teens, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, somewhere between 13 and 22. Somewhere in here is what I'm seeing as the most common as far as sentence length. Then I did a little research and I discovered this lady called Anne Wiley, and she's a writing guru, basically a consultant. And she did a bit of a study, or talked about a study that was done where they looked at sentence length in numerous documents. And so the idea here is if you have a sentence that's only 8 words long, there's going to be 100% understanding. All right, super short sentences are going to be easy to understand. But as soon as I increase the length of a sentence, I'm here at 14 words is 90% understanding, 18 words, 80% comprehension. The longer my sentences are, the harder they are to understand. And the longer my sentences are, the better chance I have a grammar mistake. If I have a super short sentence, it's hard to make a grammar error. So that's 2 reasons that I want to keep my sentences somewhere in this area. We're looking for 70% or higher. Yes, some sentences will be a little longer, but most of our sentences hopefully are somewhere between 15 and 20, something like that. Now, I don't want you to be crazy and go and count every single word in a sentence, but I do want to show you a neat trick about how to find out how long your sentences are. Let's go right to the top here. Okay, so here's the trick. If my article, the font is size 12, which it should be, all of this should be size 12 font, I know that about one line is about 15 words. That's our average. If I count these right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there is 15 words there. You can even go to review if you want and click on word count. It tells you right there 15 of 3,000 words. Okay, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to count every single word in every sentence. This is just a general idea. I know that one line is about my average if I'm at size 12 font. That means if I highlight this sentence really quickly, I know it's over 15 words. It's probably around 20. Okay? And so all I need to do, I don't have to count every word, I just have to highlight really quickly. So after I type a paragraph, I might go back and highlight my sentence. I know that this is over the average. Okay? I know this next one right here is under average. This one right here is probably less than 15 words, maybe 9 or 10, and that's great. It's going to be really easy to understand. And so I can get a really quick feeling. If I highlight a sentence here's the sentence right here. This one is probably over 15, right? It's around 20. This one's right around 15. But if I highlight a sentence and it's like this long, I type out a sentence and it's this long, that should be big warning bells. Whoa, whoa, I've probably got a really, probably have grammar errors. It's going to be really hard to understand. I should probably break this up into pieces. Yes, it's okay if I have one or two long sentences here and there, but most of my sentences, when I highlight them, should be pretty short. And so that's a really easy strategy, a good tip. I want you to try it, highlight your sentences and see how long they are. Let's take a look at my article and see how I did. Okay, so here's my article, and after I finish writing it, I go in and I highlight my sentences. I say, okay, that's a little over the average, it's probably around 20. And this sentence is the same thing. Ooh, it's probably around 25, but this is a good sentence here. And so I'm just quickly checking my sentence length. I should do it without the pictures, right? It's harder with pictures, so I would take that picture out and check my sentences just by quickly highlighting. I can figure out if my sentences are really, really long and try and keep them short. And I actually graphed my own article. You don't need to do this. I'm just doing it to show you. And so after I graphed my article, it looks like this. So yeah, I have some short. I have a couple sentences that are 32 and 33 words long, but only one of those. So they're very rare. Most of my sentences are somewhere between 14 and about 20 words, and that's what I want. Short sentences so that my grammar mistakes are low and my comprehension or my understanding is high. All right, thanks for listening.